Is there such a thing as a behavior-altering parasite that affects snail brains? We're going to find out in today's video. For now, this is the Natureverse 4.7, and we're going to look at this subject, a suggestion from Chelsea. We begin our journey as we look at snails, aptly named zombie snails, though this is not a species of snail. Ultimately, zombie snails are caused by a flatworm. Now, this worm is right out of a horror movie. Well, it would be if you were a snail. So they're called green-banded broodsacs. An interesting name for a worm, don't you think? I think it is for sure. It is this worm that infects snails. They create the so-called zombie snail. But how does this little tale begin? Well, it actually starts with birds. The worms lay their eggs in birds. Once the worms lay their eggs, they get into the environment via the bird's feces. Now, when the snail happens upon the bird feces, they ingest the eggs. Once the eggs hatch, they start multiplying, and the worms move into the eyes of the snail, where the eyes begin to swell and pulsate. This pulsating makes the snail's eyes look like caterpillars. Add to that another action of the worm, and you get a snail that acts crazy. So how does it act crazy, you might ask? Well, the snail that usually hides in dark and moist places now seeks out open areas and places where they can climb up to a spot where birds can see them. Their eye stalks are visible, and that pulsating makes them attractive to birds. And once the snails are eaten, they help complete the life cycle of the worm. You should know that these worms are not dangerous to humans. And with that, it's time for me to say, see you in the next one. Goodbye.